Hey all, there is a lot to cover here, so I'm going to do a little introduction to this where I cover as much as possible in the shortest possible time. When the website is built, I'll do a full course on this so you can dive in depth, but for now, this will get you started and get your feet off the ground.
Hey.
The importance of keeping time with the hi-hat foot cannot be understated. This is the thing that will allow you to do crazy fills, odd groupings, go over the bar line, etc. without suffering any dodgy looks from your band, because all you have to say to them is, watch my hat to stay in time. It's the reference point for both your other band members and the audience for the pulse. You won't necessarily want to do it all the time in every song, but you do want the option and the capability to be able to do it at will. In this video, I'll cover keeping time with the hats as downbeats, upbeats, and splash close. How to keep them going during 16th notes, 16th note trips, and 30 seconds, i.e. for fills and soloing, and in grooves. Finally, as we had a request for how to do it in odd groupings, I'll give you a little bonus at the end on that too. As there is only so much time in the day, we want to be as efficient as possible with everything we practice so we can get the most bang for our buck and achieve results in the quickest possible way. Start tapping your foot whenever and wherever you're listening to music. When you're sitting at home listening to your favorite album, in between sets at the gym, on public transport, under your desk at work, I mean anywhere. The hi-hat foot is your anchor, your own personal metronome and the physical representation of your internal clock. Treat it that way and it will serve you like that. Whenever you're practicing anything else, like paradiddles on the pad, etc., tap your foot. And finally, ignore what anyone says. If someone tells you it's annoying, stop for a bit and then just do it again. I've been doing that my whole life, driving people nuts. Who cares? The easiest way to get started with this is to go through the subdivisions playing single strokes, keeping time with your hi-hats on the downbeats, i.e. the numbers. In every common subdivision, except 8th note triplets, playing single strokes, the left foot will fall with the right hand. Thus, first, let's just practice hitting those two limbs together so we can make sure the right hand coming down and the left foot coming down simultaneously will not cause any issues. Make 100% sure you are not flamming here. Practice that for ages until there are no issues. Next, we'll want to incorporate some subdivisions. Let's start with downbeat quarter notes on the hi-hat foot and 16th notes as singles with the hands. 1 E and 2 E and etc. Next, let's do the same thing, but with 16th note triplets. Here, there will be 6 notes, right, left, left, between hi-hat foot hits. 1 and a, 1 and a, 2, etc. Great, the final and least common subdivision is 30-second notes. We will play right, left, right for 1 E and a, 1 E and a, 2, meaning the hi-hat will fall on the first number, the first one, and the 2, etc. Great, now you've got that down, you can try exploring other patterns with the same thing. Paradiddles, doubles, inverted paradiddles, inverted doubles, etc. You will need to explore which hand the hi-hat foot falls on with some of these patterns. For example, doubles in 16th note triplets will have right, left, right for 1 and a, 1 and a, and then left, right, left for 2 and a, 2 and a. But really, if you get the next bit down, you won't need to think like that for long. What will start to happen is the hi-hat foot going will just become an automatic motion, which your body can just do or not do to whatever track. So make sure to do this a lot so you really internalize it. And if you've learned anything so far, I would love it and be very grateful if you could like, comment, and subscribe. And if you've really digged it, I'd love you to sign up to the newsletter so I can show you more cool things on the drums. Thanks so much. In the interest of time, let's make a 3-bar exercise for 8th note so we can practice everything in one go. If you struggle with this, isolate the bars and practice each individually until you can put them back together. So, all we're going to do is play 16th notes into 16th note triplets into 32nd notes, 1 bar each. The only difference in terms of your sticking here is that in 16th note trips, when you're playing 8th notes on the hat, the left foot will fall on the left hand in the middle of the beat. That is to say, in right, left, 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 the hi-hat foot will fall on the first right and the second left. You can do that for ages until you're not flamming with your hi-hat foot and not flamming with the click. To not flam that with the click is pretty damn hard. So be ready for a bit of practice. So there isn't really a rule to this, particularly in fills. Sometimes quarter notes will sound better and sometimes eighths will. Generally speaking, the tempo will also dictate this for you. When a song is too fast to play eighth notes, drop down to quarters. Simple. And once you start doing this in grooves, which we're about to do, that will also define what you do, as you'll want to keep it consistent and not drop down to quarters if you are playing eighths in the groove and vice versa. Let's make another multiple bar exercise for this. If you struggle with any of them, isolate each exercise, which you can get from the free downloadable PDF in the description, until you're ready to put them all together. We want to just cover some basic aspects of grooves whilst keeping time with the hats, which appear most commonly in music, so we can start to get the foundations down. Once you've mastered this, then you can start to improvise your grooves and see what you can come up with. For bar 1, let's just play quarter note downbeats with the hats in a basic 4/4 bass drum on 1 and 3 groove. For bar 2, let's play the of 1 and the of 3 with the bass drum, so we can get comfortable playing 16th note bass drum hits where the left foot will not fall with the right. For bar 3, let's keep the same thing in mind, but in a different 8th note groove. And finally, we'll want to start being able to do left hand 16th notes in between the downbeats so we can get comfortable with that too. Bar 4 then will be to play the of 2 and the E of 3 with the left hand as ghost notes whilst keeping time with the hi-hat foot. If you've got that down, really well done. First, starting to do this is not easy, and you've been absolutely brilliant if you can play that smoothly with the left foot coming down solidly with the downbeats. Well done. Just to say, I'm going to be really quick with this, and to reiterate, there will be a full course on fergriffindrums.com as soon as possible on this, where we can really get down each bar of the following exercise. But for now, you'll be able to practice this in order to get it to a working standard, and that should be enough to get you started. So, for keeping time with the hi-hat foot groove exercise 2, we're going to practice the left foot playing eighth notes, quarters, upbeats, and then splash close, all whilst playing a simple beat. Eighth notes is easy because it just follows exactly what you're doing with the right hand. Quarters, you already know. Upbeats will take a bit of practice, but just isolate that bar from the following exercise for a while, and you'll see it's not actually as hard as you think. In essence, every second hit of the right hand is where you'll play your hi-hat foot. And for the bit you've all been waiting for, splash close. For this, there is a certain technique, but some people do it in different ways. The way I got this down was what I alluded to earlier, heel toe. What I did was every time I practiced or listened to music, I tapped along to the track, heel toe with my left foot, so that my body would really internalize this movement. The motion looks like this. Once you've got that down and can do it at will, try and do it with the hi-hat. As you've been used to tapping down with your heel, you'll see that that heel stroke is how to make the hats splash together. Now, I imagine that will take some time, but once you've got the idea for it, come back to this video and try the next exercise. By the way, I can't notate hi-hat splashes with the foot on my software, so you'll have to make do with it looking like a regular open hat hit, but that should be easy enough to understand. Okay, for the bonus exercise, as this was requested, we'll do another 3-bar loop of getting this down, but with odd groupings. The exercise will be simple, but getting it down, not so much. We're going to play 3s, 5s, and 7s. So, right, left, left is your 3, right, left, left is your 5, and right, left, left is your 7. The 3 will be played 5 times to take us to 15 notes, where we'll play a kick for the final note to get us back to the 1. We'll do the same thing for the 5, but this time we'll play it 3 times to get it to 15 notes before playing a kick. For the 7s, we'll just play them twice and then add right, left onto the end, which will get us to 16. The best way to learn this is to do a group, or sometimes even a note, at a time. I'll play each group once with the hat going and then add the next on. Try to play along with me and pause the video at any time. I know I've tried to cover an obscene amount in this, and I did debate turning it into more than one video. But I hope this has got you in the ballpark, so you know what you're doing and at least how it works. It won't take you that long if you just start tapping your left foot the entire time in life. This will just make it so it's fully ingrained, and then when you do start adding other things to it, it'll just come to you naturally. I very rarely have to think about my hi-hat foot and where it falls now. It's just either on or off, 8s, quarters, upbeats, or splash close. You will get to that point, ultimately, if you want to. It's all up to you and how much practice you want to do. All the best, and thank you for watching.